Hello. Oh, and Ria joined us. Great. Hello, Ria. Hello, Manha. Hello. Riza, sorry. Riza, Manha, Ria, Zainab, Milena. Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
No other boys here? Okay. Okay, that's good. Ria is also turning on the camera. That's very nice. All right. Riza, hi. Yeah. Nice to have you with us as well. Yeah, today's creative hour, it's actually the 10th creative hour, so the number 10, you know. I think so. We are a small round today, but we are doing something similar to the last creative hour. I don't know how many people were on the creative hour last week. I think all of you guys like also were part of it, and you know the rules of that. So like we are getting a painting in front of us, then everybody asking himself a question, and then she can write about this question and try to answer this question in the poem. And then in the end, we have a full long poem that is made by all of us. You know? Okay, I think
Very interesting. I wasn't here last time, so this is a cool idea.
you wasn't here. Okay, yeah. Then good that I explain that again. Yeah. If you have any questions, Zainab, feel free to ask, but I think you got it. Uh, I need to find the painting. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Uh, yeah, here it is. Okay. Um, okay, I'm going to show my screen. And we got this one today, a musician that is lost in his ideas or something like this. And I was looking for a picture with a lot of details, and I think we got it here as well, because we got two instruments, we got many like rubbish and paper and all the stuff around the whole room. We got some paintings in the corner. We got a window that we can also maybe ask ourselves about some stuff. And you can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can also see that he is a little bit disappointed as well. Yeah, he's not happy. Um, so I will suggest to start with Milena. Maybe when you look at this painting, is there any first questions that came into your mind about this one?
Okay, I would ask why is the window only open a little, on slightly open? It
Mhm.
seems like a nice day and the window is only there. I'll write about that. Okay,
Yes, please write it down so you do not forget. And I will write it down as well. So like why the window is not fully open.
yeah, yeah, that.
Okay. Then we got Manha.
Why are there so many pages scattered around the room?
So many pages where?
Scattered around the room.
Okay, so like you mean all of the pages that like all of the
Yeah. Yeah.
why it's so
Like
dirty and stuff. Yeah.
scattered around the room, scattered on the table.
Okay. So can you formulate this question like short? Like what's the question you're writing about?
Why are there so many pages scattered around the room? Or
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So many pages around the room. Then we got Ria.
I'm so sorry for being late. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I
Oh,
couldn't.
hello, Kay.
Hello.
Are you okay?
I'm not. I'm tired of it.
Why are you not okay?
It didn't work for like 10 minutes. I couldn't enter here.
Why?
I don't know. It says that the host is in another meeting, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So what should we do here? I don't know.
Yeah, so basically you see my screen, right?
I do.
Yeah, Kay got a makeover. You have like another hair color right now.
Yes, I do. I'm red.
Looking nice.
Thank you.
What was the color before?
Blonde.
Really?
Yeah.
Why you changed that like so much?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I thought it might look cool, and it does.
It does, yeah. It literally does.
Thank you.
Very nice. So you see my screen, there's a painting, and what we're doing right now is everyone is like choosing a question for this painting. For example, Milena got the question, why the window is not fully open? And Manha have this question, why are there so many pages around the room? You know, why the room is so dirty with pages? And this is like, you ask yourself the question, and then everybody is asking about this question and try to like answer this question in a poem. And then in the end, we got a long poem like that here, like combining with all the small poems from everyone. We got a long full poem that describes this picture with a lot of details. And then we can also talk about that and why the person sees it the way he sees it, you know? You will understand it in the process, I'm sure about that. And actually, right now, when I see it in my point of view, like you are like right now under Manha, so you are the next person actually. But first of all, we got Ria. Ria, please ask us also, please tell us your question about the painting.
Okay, so why is the man looking like that? Like looking so angry, like
Yeah,
negative emotion.
why the man is looking so angry? Now it's your turn, Kay.
Why is there a violin?
Yeah, I don't know. Tell us. Now it's your task to tell us why is there a violin. Okay, I write it down.
Can I write it down too?
Yes, sure. Please do this. Why is there a violin? Zainab, last but not least.
I wonder how long he's been in there for the room to be so messy.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Does he take a shower or something? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so messy. Did he not have the time to clean, or does someone else clean it? From the clothes of him, he looks like an aristocrat, so probably someone else.
Aristocrat, okay. So your question is, please.
How long he's been there for?
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Before you start writing, would you like to make this rule that it needs to have a rhyme, or would you like, do you want to be completely free in that, or
I would say completely free.
Manha, you too? Free? Freestyle?
Yeah.
Can I write it with rhymes?
Milena?
Can I write mine with rhymes? I'm just
Yeah.
used to that style of writing.
Yes, sure. I will write mine with rhymes too. Yeah, because we are 6 people, like the last call, we had this rule of write only 4 lines because we were many people than today, but you can write like 6 or 8, depends on, but yeah, feel free. All right. Zainab, how long is he been there?
I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
Like, I asked, why is there violence? Do I have like to answer that in a poem?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And now I need to choose some questions. I don't know. Yeah, what is he doing? I think nobody got this question. Like, what is he actually doing? I mean, maybe it's obvious, but yeah. All right. Let me turn on the music for some creativity. If you don't want to listen to music, you can just mute your device and then, yeah. How much time do you need? 10 minutes? All right.
Yeah, 10 minutes is very good.
Good. See you in 10 minutes. Or hear you in 10 minutes.
Écoutez-moi.
Risa, did I forgot you? Oh, I think you joined, then you left, and then you joined again, right?
Yeah, my signal not really good.
Okay, everyone else, please continue writing. But Risa, you know what you're doing, or you don't know what you're doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
Look at this painting and ask yourself a question, like the first question that comes into your mind.
When I
For
look at the
example,
painting,
what do you mean?
the first question that appear on my head when I look at the painting.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
No, Mancha, not only 4 lines, you can write more than 4 lines this time. Just use the 10 minutes. Yeah. Risa, just pick any questions. For example, like what I picked the question, what is this man doing? And Milena picked the question, why the window is not fully open? And then we got also a question, why is there violin? So you just be creative, you know?
Well, I observe things, but I do question his expressions.
Oh, we got someone who is writing about his face expression.
It seems like he might be frustrated because he might be a musician and he in the middle of making a song or something. And
Yeah.
that's why his window are just open at half.
No. You don't need to answer the question because somebody
Okay.
is already doing this. You just need to pick a question for you and then write a poem about this question and answer this question in the poem, you know?
Okay.
But everyone have different questions. So that's why I'm asking you like which question you want to pick for yourself, what you find interesting.
So have anyone picked the expressions?
The face expressions, yeah, it's picked already.
So then I'll take the clothes and the chair.
Okay, yeah. Great choice. Clothes and chair. Can you formulate this as a question? Like, what's the question about it? The colors or?
The colors.
So why the clothes are red and the chair is blue?
Let's hear it from my poems. Yeah, from my poems.
Okay. If you're ready, as I am, you can start type in your poem so you can send it in the chat when we are starting with the presentation. Who is ready? Okay. I think 10 minutes are over.
Yep.
Manha is ready, Milena is ready, Kay is ready, Zainab? Question mark. Tell us how far you got.
I'm also done.
You're also done. Okay, great. Risa?
Yeah.
Are you done with your poem?
I just need to move it to the Zoom and fix some grammar.
Sorry, what?
Wait. I just need to fix the grammar and recheck it.
Ah, okay, okay. Risa is also done. And Ria?
I'm also done.
You're also done. Okay. Then in the same structure as we did with the questions. First of all, the first one who can send his poem is Milena. You got the first question about the window. Please send it in the chat. Nice. For your presentation, do you need any music?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, do we wait for others or I do start now?
You can start now reading, yeah.
Okay. Why is the window only slightly open? Open slightly just to let some light air in, yet close enough to block the nasty heat. hoping for him to notice the passage of time as he sits by his notes all day and all night. Closed so he isn't distracted by moonlight, but not fully so he can be guided by stars. Open or closed or somewhere in between. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to him.
Wow.
Thank you.
You saw a lot of more in this than I did. That's great.
Thank you. I think it turned out nice.
Yeah, definitely it does. Explain us something about it before we start with the feedback.
Okay, sure. Well, I was inspired by this heat we have everywhere, and the way I see it, he's too focused on his notes, on writing, composing, that he doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Is it day or is it night or anything? He can write, just wants to write, and he's probably in some kind of flow, and he'll just want to do his write, and that's all.
Yeah. And also, when you look at this painting, the window behind him is fully open, I think, because there's so much more light coming in. And this window that really can get him distracted is like more closed than the other one.
I didn't really pay attention to the other window.
Yeah. But like, I agree with you with your point of view, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I just noticed that there's no candle holder there. Candle holder. Where should be a candle holder, Zainab? Please unmute yourself.
She writes the poem that closed so he isn't distracted by moonlight, but not fully so he can be guided by stars. From the poem, I think that he's been in there so long that he can just write music from the moonlight, if that makes sense. And probably that's why there's no candle holder there, no use for a candle.
So she only using like this light from the window, yeah? At
Oh,
night
yeah.
and at the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I didn't pay attention to that, sorry.
Yeah, so much paper there. It's of course it's dangerous to use a candle inside of it. Yeah. That's nice. More details.
Yeah.
Anyone more feedback to Milena's poem or any questions? Everyone agrees? Okay, Kate, yes, sorry.
What inspired you to choose the window?
I don't know, it was the biggest thing and it piqued my interest at first. And it seems like I could write an interesting story about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first thing that you, or like the second thing that you really see when you look at this picture.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of, yeah.
and I like how much sense you gave to this object because I haven't thought on so many details you can add to that, and this is amazing. Like really great work,
Thank you.
really
Thank
great
you.
job. Turns out great, yeah.
The intensity was gripping from start to finish.
I'm glad you liked it.
I
Really.
do.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Milena, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
The second question we got with Manha, why so many pages around the room?
Yeah, wait, I'm sending in the chat.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's a lot.
I
Yeah.
forgot to space the line.
You forgot to what? To space. Yeah.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay. So it's like the musician is sitting there, he's frustrated, like he just wants to get over
with whatever he's doing with the song he's writing. Like he used to have passion for this, but now he just wants to get it done. He's just over it all. So that's what I'm saying. So my question was, why are there so many papers scattered around the table or on the floor? Because he's been trying to write a song since morning. The musician sits on the floor, head in his hands, surrounded by paper, some blank, some with missing lines. He used to love this, the way the music felt alive. But now it just feels like work. He just wants to survive. The notes don't sound right. The words don't make sense. And all he wants is for this song to end. His violin leans on the table, untouched for hours. He sighs and stares at the ceiling, tired of trying. The pages around him are not progress, just proof. Proof that nothing is working, nothing is enough. He remembers when music was joy, not pressure. But now it feels heavy, like a job with no treasure. He doesn't care if it's good anymore. He just wants to be done and close the door.
Very good. So true. Yeah. I didn't think of this perspective, but so you think that she used to be like a free musician, like passionate about music, and now this is like his life. He's making money on that, and he's doing it for work, not for himself right now anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any feedback questions to Manha?
It felt like a scream, but poetic. I liked it so much.
Like a scream of a soul, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That I believe all artists sometimes get sick of them to write and write every single day to come up with new things, new words, new plots. It gets tiring. It's a beautiful job. I believe it's the best in the world, but it can be so tiring and so you can get so down with it. I love the way you wrote it, Mane.
And this line is very powerful. All he wants is for the song to end. And you don't mean only the song, maybe you mean like more with that. Yeah.
Song he's writing, yeah.
The song, or yeah, like maybe the situation all in all, like what he's doing, maybe this as well.
Yeah. It's like writing the song, like he doesn't like the verses he's writing. He just thinks that it's not enough. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
Under the pressure of more people, because he didn't used to have this kind of pressure. He just did it for his liking, for his own passion. And now people are pressurizing him as he's made it even bigger. Like maybe he's a famous musician now and he's just not passionate about it anymore because people are always pressurizing him or criticizing him. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with your perspective, definitely. It's really like a lot of details and it makes so much sense. I like that a lot. Someone else? Come on, Zainab, Riza, Ria. Yeah, Zainab.
I really like the line about the pages not being progress, but just proof. It's like, this frustrating feeling of trying hard, but like feeling stuck. And it's just a simple image, but says so much about creative burnout. So it's really relatable, and yeah.
Has
I feel
someone
like
ever experienced this feeling with writing poetry?
Sometimes, especially when especially when it's a topic that's given to me and I'm writing from that topic, then it does feel that way.
So every creative hour.
Some of them.
Yeah, okay.
Experience it with both art and poetry, especially now.
In arts,
Yeah, in arts, when I'm sketching or doodling, I do it for fun. But like, if I'm doing it for like school, something, I'm always stressing out, and I'm like, it's not good enough. I think when I'm making something, I at least like make 5 to 6 copies of it. Like copy, like I don't like this, start again. I don't like this, start again. And it's always the pressure of what will my teacher think? What will my friends think? What
Yeah.
will everyone else think? Not what I think, but what everyone else thinks.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like it's stressing when you're not writing for yourself, when you're writing to please others.
Yeah.
Or it can be also related to someone special. For example, friendship or romantic situation. You love someone, you keep them, and you see them as a joy, as a source of happiness. But then again, it all changes. Like it then becomes the reason you're crying, your heart broken, and things like that, and everything feels happy, just like how Manha write it on her words.
That's also a good example, yeah. You just got deeper in that, yeah, but that's true, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manhya. A great poem, really long, a lot of sense and words and lines for this small amount of time. I'm always like surprised by, yeah, how much people can write in 10 minutes, but yeah, it's amazing. Thank you very much. Then we got Ria with the interesting question, why this man is looking so angry? Ria, would you like to send your poem in the chat? There it is. Okay, then you can unmute yourself and start reading.
Okay. So he was sitting alone in front of a piano, fingers hitting the keys, creating a melody, a song that's been cracking on his head. Yet he can't hear clearly what his mind cooks. So he tore off the singing pages because he is not satisfied. Frustration and anger were drawn on his face, sheets after sheets, crossing crossing out every note, trying papers and a dying pen, yet not a tune is perfect for this man.
The end was beautiful. Please share some thoughts about this first.
Yes, when I saw the face of that man with he's trying to play a note on the piano and he's looking like he's frustrated, angry, and then he's trying to write something on the paper. That's when I thought that maybe because like he can't really come up with something that he his mind thought, he can't write it down. So that's why he is frustrated. And you see on those pages scattered, like he's been working on it for days or even months. So yes, I think that's
Yeah.
what makes it.
Drying papers and a dying pen. Really great, yeah, description of it. Yeah, feedback is opened. Feedback questions to Ria.
Like Ilya, I really like the line crying papers and a dying pen. It says a lot. And the ending line, yet not tuned, is perfect for this man. I relate to it.
And it rhymes so well as with the line before, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great structure. Yeah, Milena?
yeah, I mean, again, we're talking about struggles of a writer, and I believe everyone knows has been sometimes frustrated where the words just won't go out, no matter how hard you think or try. Sometimes it's just not working. Yesterday I had like such a problem. I write, and nothing seems right, and I get so mad. I tear off paper. And I just need to let it go when that happens, but it happens. Yeah, I believe.
So everyone experienced the crying paper and the dying pen in his hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's nice. Someone else, some thoughts about Ria's poem? Yeah, Kate?
It was soft and devastating at the same time, and I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, she like explains everything, and at the end, the conclusion of it, the last two lines, just perfect for a
Yeah,
conclusion
the
of
last,
all of this. Yeah,
yeah.
nice.
I mean, either I have never realized in the whole time that there was a piano. I realized a few minutes ago, yeah.
What have you thought he's doing? Just sitting on a table, or
I thought he was writing. I mean, he is, kind of. But I didn't realize there's a piano.
okay?
I'm kind of blind. If you,
Same. Same.
For real? Okay, okay, crazy.
I only saw that cello, violin, whatever that instrument is.
do.
Yeah,
I thought that was a table.
I think we
that
both
looks
think
nice
that.
for a table. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's not really like visible because the you know you got it. But yeah, it's all right. You can see it at the table, definitely. But the most important question about the violin, Kay, it's your turn to tell us why is there a violin?
Oh my god, let me send it because I have it on my phone.
Give us an answer. Why is there a violin?
I'm trying my best. I always try my best.
That's good.
Sometimes it's not enough. Can you put some music on? Oh my god.
Oh, I have something for you.
Something with a violin, please. Okay. Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very fast. I know. There were stories craving strings, not only little things or everythings. What is the violin there? Because nobody shed a tear when the writer wrote his pair. The sound became a scar, and the violin a popular star. Someone maybe screamed, and something broke a string. There's a story never spoken, just carved into a soul that has its prayer unspoken.
Wow. I need an explanation because some lines are very deep, but I would love to hear more of your thoughts about this.
I don't know, but I really have the feeling poetry and music are just so related.
Yeah.
I just have this feeling. So that's why I'm writing like this. I guess I wrote this like this.
Someone maybe screamed and something broke a string. So what's your idea about the violin? Like why is this standing there and not use it? Is it because like something bad happens in the past?
Yeah, kind of, and it's like the anger for this past and yeah.
Uh-huh. Someone else questions? Feedback?
Yeah, I have one. The sound became Scar and the violin a popular star. Popular star? Like I couldn't really get.
I couldn't do better.
No, it's good. It's really good. I mean, it's deep, so that's an explanation.
It's like the sound became a scar, like it's carved into your soul. Like that one song that carves into your soul. And the violin is the star instead of the actual artist. Something like that. I don't know if it makes any sense. For me, it does.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
the violin is the star.
Yeah.
So in your story, he was a famous violin player. This is something that made him popular, and now he wants to forget about this.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Very interesting. Milena, you have any thoughts?
Well, I like it again, a dark one. She's talking about violin and still makes it something dark and gloomy. And I like to read some stuff that I used to write sometimes stuff really gloomy just to deal with some of my stuff. So I like the metaphors. It's just so interesting.
Yeah. And I think it's very good that we have many questions about this poem because it's very interesting to understand like your point of view. And I like this also a lot. And when we ask you some questions about it, it doesn't mean like this poem is bad or something. It's just interesting to understand what you mean by that. It's still very, very good poem, you know,
Thank you.
because everyone has like different point of view, and yours is very, very interesting as well. Like, yeah, I like this poem definitely.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Questions? Feedback to Kay?
I just want to say that I saw the violin as something insignificant in the painting, but in the poem, it's not just, it's seen. You make it feel seen. It's not just some instrument. It's like this living thing holding all the stuff the writer couldn't say out aloud. It's painful to
Yeah,
see it now.
you really gave the violin like the spotlight in this painting. Yeah.
I like giving meanings to things that have no meaning.
Sorry, I can't hear that.
I said I oh my god. I like giving meanings to people to things that have no meaning.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's helpful, I think, for many people. Or like, does it serve you in life, or do you think this is something bad?
It's good sometimes.
It's good sometimes. Okay. I also think this is something good. Everything kind of deserves being understood. We got one more. Risa, you wrote down something in the chat. I do curious about the meaning behind the story and the player that never spoken. I feel like it might hint at the unreleased song he made. I think it's interesting. Love it. The violin is like singing what you can't. Wow. Yeah. Unreleased songs maybe, yeah, that he wants to forget. Very interesting. Thank you, Kay. Thank you very much.
Listening.
Like that. After Kay, we got Zainab. How long is the man sitting in this room?
Okay. Should I read the first or should I explain it?
You can read it first.
How long has he been there for? Time seems to have stood still. I remain entombed within my craft. Beyond these walls, beyond these solemn walls, how many moons have passed? I know not, nor wish I to unravel. That's it.
Now you can explain. First of all, my question would be why you made it so short, because I know you as someone who loves to write long poems. And yeah, share some thoughts with us.
I felt like there was no need to write more about how long he's been there for. And it's probably none of his he's probably not interested in how long it's been. He doesn't see time as anything relevant to his work. So there he is. His work, he is buried inside his creation, and everything around him is a different realm.
Yeah, I agree with that. He looks like really lost in his work and he forgot about time and that time even exists. Yeah, that's right. Anyone else?
I really like the line, I remain in tune within my craft. Really poetic. And how many moons have passed? I know not, nor wish I do unravel. Like he doesn't care anymore. He's just engulfed in his work. He doesn't care how much time's passed.
What does this word mean, unravel?
He doesn't wish to find out the time,
Oh, yeah.
how many days it's been.
He just doesn't care anymore.
Or she's afraid of it because you know the screen time on your phone, you're also afraid to look at it sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe something
Like I don't
similar to
want to.
that. Yeah. I mean, if she like start counting it and she finds out that he like made like writing this song for few months, then maybe this is something that can scare him away even more. Have clue how long he have been there, but it's like he trapped. Okay, any thoughts on this?
Well, it's short, but I don't care about it. It hits that sensible point of mine. So I like it so much. I really like the first line.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Time seems to have stood still. Milena?
Well, as like I said it last time, when artists get in the flow and when you just want to write, it doesn't matter is it day or is it night. When you get inspired to write it, just you have to sit and do it. And I like it's short, impactful. I really like it.
Yeah, we got also this comment from Zainab. He probably choose to trap himself. Yeah, that's like, no, you know that you are doing something for a very long time, but you like reject, like don't want to accept this and kind of lie to yourself in this way. It's also can be true. Yeah, that's right. Risa, do you have any other thoughts as well? Because you are commenting in the chat. Very interesting. You can just unmute yourself and tell us. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Right now, I'm multitasking. I'm also studying. That's why I'm writing to chat.
All right. But if you have something more to share with us, please do it.
Share about the poem.
Yeah, the
My
poem,
own about their poem.
the
About
poem
Zainab
from,
poem.
yeah, Zainab's poem.
Yeah, like I said, It is giving vibes like he doesn't even have a clue like that. But if the trap is himself, then I mean like aren't we like that? I mean humans are like that. Humans are complicated. We trap ourselves in our own expectation, in our own fear, or in our own like feelings, mind, and don't forget logic. Logic can also trap our own self. That's why I think that
Yeah,
sad. It
That
is ironic.
that
yeah,
do be making sense.
Okay,
that's
that's
right.
it. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you,
Thank you. Thank
Lisa.
you so much for your comments.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Zainab, as well, for the great poem. We're moving forward. The next question is my question. What is he doing? It kind of like got already answered in the poems from other people, but mine is kind of similar to yours because like I see it almost the same way as you do. I will send it here in the chat. Now it's there. All right, so what is this man doing? He's not writing music, he's writing a story. The ideas between he is choosing are too bad and he's starting to worry. Nothing new, just repeat and repeat, just to finish it here in this life. A full room with the work that he did. Many pages that couldn't survive. Yeah,
The last line. Oh, 8 pages can survive, like the suffocation.
yes, it's like leading to the question why the room is so dirty and stuff. So I kind of have everything in it, but
I
I
like the last
see it. Yeah, okay,
I love the last line. Many pages that couldn't survive. I love it so much.
thank
It's
you.
like a paper slaughter, and the papers are being slaughtered.
Question. What inspired you to write it like this?
He is writing a story. I see it in his eyes, kind of, because he wants to give some meaning to his life and he wants to finish it in this life as well. Like he feels like maybe the time is running. Like in my opinion, he does not forget about the time. He's like in a rush in this kind of way, maybe. And yeah, he wants his story to be written in this life with his music. This is like something how I see it. It does make sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Yes, yes. I mean, many of us, we want to leave a mark on this world. I believe
Yeah,
that
exactly.
people,
Yeah.
yeah, with my poetry, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I like,
To leave a mark. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Milena.
yeah.
The way I see it, especially the verse, just to finish it here in this life, it's not just dramatic. It's like it's quite hopeless. And then the last line, many pages that couldn't survive, feels like a soft funeral for all the things we tried to make but couldn't. It feels heavy.
Yes, it does. Definitely. You can see the pages as much more than just a page with a song. It can be a like die dream or something else. Yeah. It is kind of hopeless. You're right, definitely. Someone else? Any questions about?
Ilya,
Yeah.
how about we see the positive thing from here? I mean, like, he might feel bad. He might feel bad with his life, but at the end of the day, he have or had he has a lot of ideas, okay? Which means he might be hopeless, just like Zainab said, trapped inside his own self. But if he started to grab the light from the window, that from the poem, from the poem, from the poem that I already written, then he might can see that, oh, I might be not good enough, just like my own thoughts. But I have a lot of ideas. I have various of ideas, and if I can accept, if I can bear my ideas, then I might can grow in it. How is it?
Yeah, definitely you can see it positive. In this painting, I don't think this man kind of have this positive mindset. This painting especially.
Being positive, okay?
Yeah, definitely something we can tell him if we could, but yeah, that's right. I think all the poems we got till this moment were a little bit like dark and negative, and because the painting is like in this way, this man is not happy, you can see it. But yeah, thank you for this other perspective, Risa. And it's actually right now your turn with your question about the clothes, the color of the clothes, and the color of the chair. I'm really, yeah, looking forward to hear what you wrote about that.
Okay.
Can you send it?
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, of course I can. Wait a minute. Let me make it dramatic, okay?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard about the powerful color theory? Like, have you ever heard about red is a strong color and blue is a more weaker one? And my question is, why why did he wear a red while he sat on the blue chair? Let me send it. And here's my words. The Contrast Red of Yours by Risa. Your coat bleeds red, like the rage you keep beneath your breath. Not loud, not wild, but pulsing through every crushed note, every torn sheet on the floor. You see, not on a throne, but on a blue chair, soft, silent, almost apologetic, as if your fury borrowed the sea of sadness just to compose. Is that what genius looks like? A king in mourning, a man in battle with ghosts, conducting storms from a quiet prison of melody. Oh my god, I'm so sad. It's so sad. It's tragically sad.
It is.
Yay!
But you still kind of
Hey,
sound
clap.
positive when you're reading. You still kind of sound positive, but it actually is sad.
Then it's a good poem. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Risa, first of all, your thoughts about this and why you choose this question. What have you seen in it?
Because the expression already taken, so my mind immediately changed to another, like, oh my god, what I remember that. I remember I once read that in a history or in the past or in the kingdom era that a novel where red color or pink color for the younger and a weaker society wearing a blue one, and I feel like, oh, so this guy are wearing red means he are supposed to be powerful, but he at the blue chair, which showing his position like that. Because of that, I question that. like that.
Okay, so this is based on the last creative hour, yeah, where we talk about the colors in this ages, yeah? Is this what you
Yeah,
yeah? Is this what you meant?
yeah. Can you repeat?
In the last creative hour, we are talking about the colors and the like meaning of the colors in this ages, in this past ages. Like blue was something for rich people, you know, this kind of stuff. Yeah,
Red.
red. Yeah, red and blue,
Mhm.
definitely.
Also emotions. Red are for anger, which is like stronger emotions, and blue are for sad, crying, and things like that. Yeah. So you can know that there is a contrast in expression, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Feedback,
Okay.
questions to Risa.
I like how you saw the blue chair and Richard. Like red and blue do contrast, like they're contrasting colors in the color field. I really like how you showed the contrast between like the red clothing and the blue chair. And my favorite line is as if your fairy borrowed the seat. It's really poetic and it's my favorite line.
Yeah, I agree. It's very poetic. You have to just dive deep into it to understand it better. I like the you have just to sit with the poem and research the meaning behind words, behind colors and expressions, and I like it that.
Yeah,
The
also,
last line.
yeah, Manfred.
And you can.
Yeah, please
You
go
can.
for.
You can. I really like the last lines too. Conducting storms from a quiet prison of melancholy. Fun.
Yeah.
You were saying you. Oh my god, I should just shut up.
Always Zoom, always happening this, like, you know, when two people start talking in the same time. But yeah, like the question also that he picked is very hidden, you know. Any thoughts of the scholars and the meaning behind that, and why the chair is blue and the dress is red. So this is very creative as well. And then to write a poem about this is even more creative. So I like that a lot, Risa. Like really great job, great work.
Thank you, Minna. Thank you, but I think Manha questioned about something, but I couldn't really catch it earlier. Is it just my feelings?
I was questioning. I was giving feedback.
Huh? Sorry?
I was just giving feedback. No, I didn't have any questions.
Oh yeah. I'm afraid it was the question after you answered Ilya. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And the last line, always the last lines are great also. From the quiet prison of melody. So you also agree with our point of view that he is like caged and in a kind of like a prison of his work and of the stuff he needs to do, right?
Of course, I'm making a comment about it earlier because I agree.
Yeah. Nice. Kay is back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry.
You were there like when Riza was presenting?
Yeah, I was there. I'm so sorry. I was
It's all right. If you have any questions or feedback, please share it also with us.
basically I love the color red. So when in the moment when she said red, it became my favorite poem.
Like your hair, right?
Yeah. Like my hair. I have a question for you all. Did ever one of your poems made you angry, like when you were writing it?
I don't know. Sometimes poems made me sad, but I remember them making me really angry. I'm not really that. I'm not really sure that happened there.
I think I had this feeling. It made me angry because I was not writing, but I had a few lines in my head, and then I was sitting and I wanted to write this full poem, and then I forgot some of these lines I had before, like that couldn't like remember in the writing process, and that makes me kind of angry because this poem then was not as good as it was in my head before, you know? So this is something maybe that
I
can
feel
be, but yeah.
I guess not when writing for it, but I have so many drafts, like millions of drafts of poems I have never completed. And I'm just side eyeing all of them all the time, feeling guilty and also angry with myself. Like, why can't I finish them?
Mancha,
I
does
have
your
like,
room also look like this?
yeah,
Does your room also look like this? Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
Mine too.
yeah. Okay.
I'm a messy motherfucker.
Yeah, but
No, no,
creative
so
people always like, I heard that statistically creative people live in a mess.
They're messy. Yes,
There's like this term also, creative mess or something like this.
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Also messy handwriting. It's my excuse.
yeah.
Messy handwriting.
It's an
Like, I
excuse, definitely. It's definitely an excuse. Zainab, have you shared some thoughts with us?
Um, I've never written a poem that made me angry. It's mostly just emotional, and um, some poems I write and I never visit them again because reading them reminds me of all the stuff, the memories, the reasons why I wrote it. So just don't look at them.
Hmm. Does a poem make you angry when you write it and you like this poem, but then you give it to other people, for example, and you don't get the feedback you expected, and then you also don't like the poem?
It happened.
No, not really, because I can't expect other people to interpret the way I wrote the poem. It's free interpretational.
But when you then get some bad feedback and you kind of start to agree with this feedback as well because of other people's opinion, you know, this can happen.
The problem is I never get the feedback. It's mostly just, oh, heart, fire, emojis, you know.
This is social media feedback, yeah.
Yeah.
Send me this poem, we'll promote that for you, yeah. This promotion sites always.
Yeah. That's why I love this community.
Thank you, yeah. That's the reason behind it, definitely. All right. Yeah, Mancha?
I really depend on another person's feedback. And if I have wrote something, if I've drawn something, if I showed someone, and if their feedback is different, so it really changes my own thoughts about my art. So I really depend on other people's feedback, even though I'm teaching myself to just go with my own feelings, to not let anyone undermine myself.
Yeah. I think the sooner you get this resistance to that, the better it is for you and for your future as well. To not get like offended by this opinions because it's only just opinions. You don't need to accept them. Yeah, that's right. Anyone else? Feedback, some thoughts to the end? Conclusional thoughts?
conclusional words.
Oh,
Not conclusional words.
uh,
We might, from the conclusion from the poem that we made here, it's showing that we held a pain we held a complex thing. And just to remind you that every human being are important. And if you ever feel or felt trapped by yourself, then don't worry. Everyone's mengalami everyone's have suffered too. Suffer. Yeah, things like that. Don't worry, you're not alone. I mean, I also trapped by myself. What important is that you give yourself a rest for a while. It doesn't hurt you, okay? Just rest for a while and then sort your emotions, and then let's start to see the positive meaning behind it. I mean, if it's not you, then who? Who will love yourself? We must love ourselves and protect ourselves, aren't we? That's it. Love you.
That's right. You can give him a good lesson if you can speak to this man. Definitely very valuable for him. She looks like he needs a rest, and I agree with that, definitely, yeah. Don't go too hard to yourself. And also, Zainab, this long comment, is it like a poem or what is this? Or just feedback? This is feedback to Riza, right? Zainab?
Yeah.
I thought you sent a second poem.
No.
Okay, Risa, you got some more feedback in the comments. Please check it out as well. From Zainab. Very kind. Yeah. King of Morning Battles. Yes, it's epic.
Oh yeah, a
Yeah.
king in mourning, a man in battle with ghosts. Like, damn, that's so loud. Yeah, it turns the whole image from just a guy making music into something epic but tragic. It's like his royalty, but there's no glory. Yeah, it is. I mean, like, it's so sad. It's ironically so sad. All of us. Why are yeah, things like that. Okay, I agree. It is so hard to multitask. Yeah, that line stay. It's not even loud rage. It's just this quiet sovereign rapping genius. I know. I'm genius. Thank you. Love it. Yeah, I love you too.
Guys, I really have to leave because I
Yeah.
have some things to do.
And
But
we came to the end, Kay. Yeah, we are. I think we are done.
Yeah.
Everybody presented, and people are busy. As Ria also is also doing multitasking. So I would say thank you everyone for being here on the call. It was great. Had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. And I will post the recording in the school, and then in the comments you can post your poem as well with the question of this call, and then we can give this to other people as well in the community.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you all very, very much. It was a great call, and we see us definitely on school next time. All right. Have a great day and great weekend.
have a great
Bye,
night.
everyone. Thank you, Ilya, for the
Goodbye.
Goodbye.